All right. This week's project is called a password checker. You're going to need some if statements. You can kind of use either nested or compound for this. For the most part, it's going to be relatively short. It does require some user input as well. So first, what you need to do is ask the user to type in their name. The correct username should be your name, whatever you want to put in. In my case, Scott. So whenever this prompt happens, I type in Scott. If the username is correct, the program should then ask the user to type in their password. And the password is going to be furry cheese. Now, if they type that incorrect, then it just prints a message congratulating them on doing everything correctly. If the password's wrong, it will tell them the password's wrong. And then the program ends. Now, if the username is incorrect from the start, there's no need to ask a password. You just immediately print incorrect username and end the program. Fairly straightforward, fairly simple, I think. Now, here's a good example of some of the outputs. I type in my name and the correct password, and then it gives me this. I type in the correct name, but an incorrect password. And I just straight up type in the incorrect name at the start. It immediately goes here and says, that name's not correct. So there's your example of what you kind of have to do. So to build this, again, you'll need user input. I kind of got it charted out here in the order in which you have to do things, but first and foremost, you need, of course, to ask the user their name. Then you need to save that into a user input variable. Then you check. If what they typed in is correct, then you need to ask what the password is going to be. And if the password is this, you print the correct answer. So what you want to do is go down this list and kind of check as you build the program. If the password is not correct, then it should print off this. And then the final result is the username was typed in incorrectly to begin with. So hopefully, if you look back through our programs of nested ifs, compound ifs, you can kind of see where this is going. I would say for this, probably you'd be better off using nested ifs because you have to ask the first if, the first question first, and then check if that name is correct. Then you ask for the password in this case. So since we're doing this kind of in order, you probably would be better off with nested ifs for this. Now the next program we do will 100% kind of be either way, nested or compound. But for this one, you probably should lean toward the nested. So if you need to look back through our projects that we made in class, flip back through the book and look at nested ifs. That's kind of what you'd want to look at for this. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have.